put forward there, but surely impression management and being linked to brands is something that is intrinsically linked. So if people are expressing impression, then they are likely to be expressing brand preference.
I mean, Mark Earls would have it that that's pretty much all that's going on, that we're copying each other in order to create impressions of belonging or of being separate and different. But I think the big crisis between how to manage your impression, whether to be separate or whether to be different, is really the key for many brands. So does this brand make you stand out, or does it make you fit in? So it's getting down to that creative tension, as Rank called it, between merging.
In the commercial world, if you're talking about what makes brands tick, it's probably the 20% of people that buy 80% of it, if you agree with that way of looking at the world. And those 20% are likely to be living their lives through that brand and putting it out to everyone else. So it doesn't strike me as a wrong place to go looking for information.
It isn't. But also I would say to you that if a client came to me and asked me to find the meaning of their brand, that 20% are compensating almost certainly for some deeper meaning in their life by the symbol and signal of the brand and what they're doing with it and so on and so forth. And I think that's interesting to find out too. What is somebody with Apple technology doing? What are they saying about themselves? What are they compensating for? So I agree with you, it can be enough, but that's not the work I do. I'm not interested in. There are lots and lots and lots of skilled people that, hooking up brands and that stuff. That's not what I do anymore. I did 27 years of that, so that was enough.
Let me bring Tracy.
I think you probably already answered it. I was going to ask a question really about the sort of friend that you know very well, and you looked into her eyes and you could see that the reality of what she was presenting online was so different, and the tools and technologies maybe that you're not using but other researchers in the space are using to demonstrate what people do want other people to think about them. The fact that you saw her online and you noticed this great difference was perhaps a revelation. And therefore it's neither one thing or the other, is it? We all need all these tools. I mean, I'd hate to see the online and the digital replace our sitting down and looking into the white.
But let me give you a snippet from my experience. I founded an online research company in 2005. It's now 30 plus and thriving. Every 3 months I get asked to go in and train them in relationship skills, because they're looking for ways of trying to build more connection, more depth, more variety in the way that they're relating to their communities.
It seems a bit like the old debates we used to have about quant and qual. We used to go and do quali hall tests so that quant could be more like qual and vice versa. It seems just so
absolutely.
Exactly
It's just
identical.
but splitting and projection of what we do. So we split. Quant's all bad or qual's all bad, whichever we do. Now online's all bad, but actually that's not the truth. They're different realities. That's my point, really. And both are. And I like the one with the 4 levels, not the 2 levels.
Right. Can I just ask you a question? Because, sorry.